Good afternoon. I am Vanessa with the 12 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by the Sea Champion. In the headlines, local vaccine rollout begins next Tuesday. 200 workers on the bread line as TSTT cuts Direct One deal. Skeletal remains found in Londonville and internationally. Europe's vaccine rollout is unacceptably low, says the World Health Organization. And now the news in detail. Health Minister Terence D'Alsing says the Phase 1 rollout of the AstraZeneca vaccine, which arrived in TNT on Tuesday night, will begin next week, Tuesday, April 6th. Both D'Alsing and the Prime Minister will receive the vaccine on that same day. The vaccines are being stored at a facility in Chaguaramas and will expire on May 31st. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parasram says this gives the ministry 8 weeks from the date of arrival from the start of use to the end of use of the second dose. He explained that initially the AstraZeneca manufacturer had said 21 to 28 days for the second dose to be administered. However, the World Health Organization's recommendation is 8 to 12 weeks. Healthcare workers will be the first to get vaccinated beginning Tuesday. In other news, the state-owned telecommunications services of Trinidad and Tobago TSTT has ended its contract with Direct One, which handled all of TSTT's call center services, including its help desk for mobile, landline, and internet services. As a result of TSTT's decision, several of Direct One's customer sales and service specialists have already received termination letters, and it is being reported that approximately 200 staff members could be affected. TSTT, in a release, confirmed that this move would not affect its customers, as it has already enlisted the services of new providers to support its contact center operations. According to a GML report, the new call center provider will be CallServe Limited. In more news, police are investigating the discovery of skeletal remains at an abandoned house in Londonville. According to reports around 7 o'clock last night, officers responded to a report of a body found at an abandoned house at Kuzal Road, Ravine Sable, Londonville. On arrival, they discovered what appeared to be skeletal remains. The district medical officer visited the scene and ordered the removal of the remains. Investigations are continuing. Internationally, the World Health Organization has criticized the rollout of the coronavirus vaccines in Europe as being unacceptably slow. It also says the situation is more worrying than it has been for several months. Vaccination campaigns in much of Europe have been hit by delays, and the number of infections is rising. France is the latest country to announce new lockdown measures lasting 4 weeks. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by the Sea Champion. Recapping the headlines, local vaccine rollout begins on Tuesday. 200 workers on breadline as TSTT cuts Direct One deal. Skeletal remains found in Londonville and internationally. Europe's vaccine rollout is unacceptably slow, says the World Health Organization. Stay tuned to the Street 919 FM. We have headline news coming up again at 3 o'clock and major news at 4. I am Vanessa Thomas. Good afternoon.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Share the line.
Share the line.
The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram.
Share the line.
Iowa George on Instagram. Share the line. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the line. The Street 919 FM.